Alright everybody, we're back, part 2. Had a little delay there. Had to go check some stuff because I have some important packages that are coming. So I'm going to be getting up. Well, I'm already up, but what I'm going to do is get dressed, get out of here, go get my packages, come back, relax a little bit, go to sleep. I mean, pretty much take a nap. I mean, the reason why I was up all night was because my patterns are different, okay? My patterns are different because I'm working all through the night and then I'm sleeping in the day. So then if I'm finished by like 7, finished sleeping because I haven't gotten to bed till like 8 o'clock or sometimes 10 o'clock in the morning. So then I'll sleep all day because I've been working all night. So that's exactly what has been happening. Okay? Alright, so what I was saying, everybody, we're going to get into some other music here. Good morning! For somebody who hasn't been to sleep, but I will catch those naps before the game tonight. Boop, boop. Game 6. Will the Celtics prevail for Game 7? Or will the Warriors shut them down? Alright, so what I was saying here, because I like to finish my thought processes, okay? Okay, everybody? There was a lot of comparison with Rich Strike's groomer with Secretariat's groomer, the late but unforgettable Eddie Sweat. So with Dixon as the groom, men of color, okay, men of color, how you doing? Those are the comparisons, not the comparison like, oh, they're just like, everybody is going to carve their own niche in whatever they do, but there's nothing wrong with that comparison. But so many snobs, and I get it, so many snobs who are like straight losing their mind. Like, come on, the comparisons was that you got 2 male groomers of color, Eddie Sweat for Secretariat and Dixon for Rich Strike. And then I'm not gonna sit here and forget about Charlie Davis, who was the writer for Secretariat, okay, man of color, and both from South Carolina. That's right. So the comparisons were there, but you're not talking about the comparisons of the hard strength and agility and stuff like that. I mean, you know.
Oh my God.
Come on, people. It is not like that, okay? What it is like is just of the two, what we're seeing now. And that helps a lot because it brings more to the front and center the history of the great Eddie Sweat, who Secretariat spent a lot of time around, pretty much more majority than, you know, the jockey itself. And so you get to know their personalities. I personally think that Rich Strike has a beautiful personality, and I would love to see him continue to be in some really good races. So just wanted to get my point there before we dropped off. Okay, ladies and gentlemen. So I love, is that a plane? We even have a couple of low flies, okay, out here on the lake, which is nowhere near any place, but it's okay. We've seen stranger times happen. But that's what it was, just the comparisons online. And, you know, it's not a bad thing for that. And I think it's beautiful. I mean, neither of the horses compare, because there'd never be another Secretariat. There would never be another Penny Charity. There would never be another Eddie Sweat. There would never be another Charlie Davis. I mean, but the comparisons is great because it shows and brings forth a lot more history shined on you know, such a great groom. All right, so after all the Triple Crown races have been done and done, and I thought it was really interesting, you know, this year. I really did. All right, so after all that is done and over with, now we have upcoming this Saturday is going to be the Royal Ascot. Can we get some love? Can we get some love? Okay.
Totally fabulous.
It's going to be totally fabulous. The headgear. If we thought anything with these races over in the United States is something to behold, just take a look at the Royal Ascot, those races, and it's just going to be so much fashion there. The fashion and everything as far as events leading up to the race has already started, so it's going to be crazy. So you get to see the different pictures and everything like that. You get to see Prince Charles, you get to see Camilla, and they lead these processions. You're going to get to see the Queen, and I mean, it's just lovely. It's just lovely. You get to see a lot of top hats too, more than what you see at some of the races in the United States. So it's gonna be lovely, because you have so much character in the way that you can style yourself in all of the races, not just the Royal Ascot, but it's just quite something to behold. Okay, so the dates for the Royal Ascot starts Tuesday, which is come and gone, June 14th, all the way to Saturday, June 18th. All right, so to talk a little bit about this race, we're going to just see what they have in store for today. And today is Thursday. Let's see if we can get some of those highlights in here. Could not be working, but let's see. We're going to be looking for event information. And maybe we'll get it. Or maybe we won't. We are live. This live stream. So let's see. The website is really realistically. But what we will say for the races, the gates will open at 10:30. First race starts at 2:30, and the last race will start at 6:10 p.m. And you can see the full race times and the declarations. They give you like a insider view. So we're going to see if they're going to be friendly enough to give me what they're promising. They're a little bit slow, but I love the Royal Ascot race. I know a lot. Okay, so they're not giving anything. They want you to sign up and all this other stuff. So it's not as what you could say very friendly. So we'll try and go another way here real quick with the Royal Ascot, because they're not as friendly. Royal Ascot races. So let's see. The website itself is not giving the event, so we're going to go a different way. As a matter of fact, let me see if they're going to give it. A little bit stingy in their forthcomingness. But on that note, I'm probably going to have another bit of my beautiful sushi. They're very stingy. I'm trying to tell us what's going on here. Alright, so we'll just answer some other questions here. While many of us at first thought that Queen Elizabeth II would attend the Royal Ascot. She misses the second day of the Royal Ascot. As most people thought she would, but the Queen is not expected to attend the Royal Ascot for the second day running. It is understood. And how do you become a member of the Royal Ascot? That's a pretty good question right there. How do I access the royal enclosures? It is a strict basis, okay, for those who are members, and you have to be or have been invited to enter. So to join the exclusive club, because that's exactly what it is, you must be sponsored by 2 current members. Oh, that shouldn't be hard at all, okay? That shouldn't be hard. I'm an optimist, so anybody who want to let me in, you know, that would be great.
I am always right.
Okay, always.
You go, girl.
Very optimistic, so you just have to be. Alright, so you have to be sponsored by 2 current members, okay? And then you have to be 18 and over, and then be prepared to pay £70 in the joining fee. Alright, so again, someone's asking the same question again. While 12,000 guests are allowed at the Royal Ascot, you are still required to get your COVID test before entering the event, okay? And they're still beating around the bush asking, can anybody go? And my God, I thought we already had said what was going on.
Do you know who I am?
I'm trying to give you the business. I'm trying to give you the news. You're going to need 2 members for you to get into this. So there's that. And someone keeps asking about, well, what are the requirements of the 2 members? Because you could be a new member. Does that count you in? Well, that's a really good question right there. All right. So what you would say to that is that 1 person needs to be sponsored by 2 members who have attended the royal meeting for at least 4 years. So if they're in and they've only been in for 2 years, that wouldn't count. So, you know, there it is. Now, what is the dress code? Let's talk about some fashion here, okay?
You go, girl.
I know I haven't been to sleep, but I'm gonna get there, okay?
I woke up like this.
Never went to sleep. Now, while there is no official dress code for the Windsor enclosure, ladies and gentlemen are encouraged to dress in smart day wear. In other words, just, you know, don't go looking like a dud. Alright. Do I need cash for Ascot? Cash will be accepted. Credit cards will be accepted for betting payments. And then someone asked, could you wear jeans to the Ascot? Jeans, chinos, trainers are not permitted. I mean, come on, everybody. You want to dress very smart, sexy, and follow dress codes to get attention. That's right. Okay, so this is all going to be great. The Royal Ascot is back for 2022, and guests are going to be coming in for this equestrian event of the year, and it's just going to be great. So now they asked another interesting question. Does the Queen have a horse running at Ascot? The Queen is owner and breeder of a lot of thoroughbreds. And her horses have won at the Royal Ascot. Okay, give it up. That's right. So, I'm so awesome.
You go, girl.
So, I mean, it's just going to be great. It's always good to catch the history of these live equestrian events. But one thing is for sure, we hope to get a glimpse of the Queen. And I wouldn't really expect for her to show herself with all these other events, especially at the age that she is. And that's not age shaming, because they really want her to be there at the main event, which we really hope that she does. And that's going to be on Saturday, June 18th, which is also going to be Juneteenth. What's up? It's going to be a lot. June 18th is also very special to me, and in a very sentimental way. I'm not going to get into that here, okay? But it is, and then it's also Father's Day weekend, so, you know, there it is. So it's going to be a pretty fun-filled, sentimental, just a lot of things for a lot of people. All right, so when I return, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to be talking all things horse and stem before the Royal Ascot. We'll also be talking about the NBA Finals, and something that's pretty interesting right now, Serena Williams will be coming back into, okay, those tennis matches, which a lot of people were shocked about, but hey, it is what it is. It is what it is. Okay, and I love that. Alright, so this has been another live. I love that. The live is with live chat. So make sure you log into BebeLuvSports official YouTube so you can get all of the action when I go live. And I'm going to have myself a nice time getting dressed up. That's right. For going to pick up my mail. And then from there, coming back resting. And then we'll be talking more things about the horse races. And I got some really cool gadgets that I want to show you all too. So make sure you come on back. Thanks so much for locking in, everybody. You've been such a gem. This live stream has just been everything, and I love it. So we're gonna rock on out of here. And thank you so much for locking in. So more to come. Got my fluffy little pin with the roses. And now it's time for me to depart. I say goodbye to you all. Not for long. So stay right there with me, Davis, where it is all about the fusion of sports and gaming. Because we got a lot to talk about with the gaming. Okay? And again, I'm dead serious. I am going to definitely be getting my sushi maker and making my own sushi. Because we are in quite the times where we need to be smart about money. And both of my rolls, all of them were like, I think I got like 8 rolls in there. And it was like $10, a little bit over $10 a piece. And I got 2 sets, like about $22. But I expect my rolls to be right. So what I'm going to do is make sure that I have more of a long grain rice when I make my own sushi. And make sure that they are stuck there together and they're doing good. And then go from there. And when I want any more of my sushi, what I'm going to do is when I get ready to go to restaurants, then of course most times those don't fall apart. But then if they do, then you're at the restaurant, right? So if you're at the restaurant, you can always send that back and be like, look, my sushi wasn't rolled right, and I don't expect my sushi to be falling apart when I'm paying this money. Okay? I mean, I know. I expect my sushi to be right.
You are so awesome.
That's right.
Go, girl.
And I'm gonna go, girl, because that's it. You pay for something, you want it done right. So, you know, you just want it done right. And I'm a firm believer that some of the best sushi comes from the restaurants, but you have some really good sushi that comes from the grocery store, you know. But as much as I started praising them, then after a while my sushi was falling apart, and I was just like, this is no bueno, okay? But at any rate, it's been a gas. It's been a live, lovely gas, everybody. So stay tuned. Live stream is done and more to come. Peace!